It's week 4 of the NFL, and we'll get to see Tyler Lockett. He was highly productive in last week's game, nearly reaching 170 yards. It's the Seahawks and the Giants on Monday Night Prime Time.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
They run with a second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be out right at the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Ready.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, a trip to the end zone to go along with 118 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. The Seahawks at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game.
See, bro, intentional grounding, like, oh, I got out of the bucket.
They bounce back from these losses and try and get right.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is inside the 5.
Fuck you talking about, boy?
Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him.
Aired that boy out, boy. What the fuck you talking about, bro? Look how I aired that out, boy. I'm a slinger for real, boy. Look at this, man. Hey.
How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Jason Myers now for the extra point.
I'm not going 1 and 3, bro. I'm not going.
That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. And the Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jones. His throw incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Now 3rd down and 7. Now they'll audible to something else. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They work now on 2nd and 9. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You talk about this Giant defense. Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. And part of it
was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Showed some... skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes.
I'm telling you, bro, I'm not going 1 and 3, bro.
How many
I'm not
rookies
doing
do that
it.
well?
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Good run, good run. Oh, something in my eye.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. It's a solid footwork there.
Come on, bro. Come on, do better, bro.
38. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player.
A lot of people getting injured in this one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 3rd down, Barkley.
Oh, fumble!
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
What? Come on, bro. They know they could have gave my dude. Come on, bro. Oh, how he didn't fall? No.
On the out route. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Hey, man, that fumble should have been mine, man.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones.
Ah, he dropped it. Oh, he dropped it.
Incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game. Take the points when they're there. And put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark. And
when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Bronco switch, go!
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. There he goes.
Oh, I'm out of there. I'm out of there.
He may go.
Oh, let's go.
Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
I'm telling you, bro, I'm eating today, bro.
Quickly to add on to their lead.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside. So he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's 21-3. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, more optimism, more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now it's 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a a Giants first down.
Hey, that Miller dude, he irritating the guard there.
Jones now
Oh.
throwing on first down.
Oh.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
I knew he was going to throw it to him.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Okay, let's go.
And he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent, the blocking's been terrific, and obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Back to Walker on first down.
Well, he literally pushed the dude.
He gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And now they'll shift things around. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30.
Oh.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, Charles, kind of the...
Hold on, I ain't gonna lie. That look... 1, 2. Okay, I'm in.
Franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the
I'm
future
cooking
will
today,
bring
bro.
these youngsters.
I know y'all hear that, man. I'm cooking today, man.
What's happened for this team?
I'm cooking today, man.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And he'll go underneath here to bring it. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Jones on first down. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
They didn't call it timeout.
Yards on the play.
Oh, they did. Okay.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And that is no good. and they will remain well behind. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the Bills who pick up the victory at home. Josh Allen leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And things didn't go so well as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Jordan Love, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory.
It was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Oh, I'm cooking. Oh, that throw was beautiful.
Made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, we're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here now a third down and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes
teach me how to duck.
have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Now Myers for the extra point.
Oh, that was too fast. Why the hell was that so fast?
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. And New York set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game
he got that off.
game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. Jones able to find the open man. It's complete.
Thank you for giving in your partner way.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once
He was
catch,
wide open. I ain't gonna catch.
room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will
He's
throw
wide
from
the
there.
fuck open.
But that's a nice
Literally,
job to
he's
choose a
wide
few
open.
more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
I push him towards the... Bro, what did the game think here, bro? You push him right to
This
it.
time they double it and pick up 6. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Breida.
Yeah, that's the start. Come on.
Touchdown, New York. Well, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run tries. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take
My dog got fat as hell.
They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath.
Man, they own the run game now. I done ran it up on their ass. Now they own it.
First times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
It was meant for you, buddy, but good shit.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
Yeah.
One of the first times tonight he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence that time.
What's going on with the run game?
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10
They
coming
not
up.
playing with your boy.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Boy, 175 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Check. Reload.
They run again with Walker. And good work there in open space. He's got this
Who are you talking about, boy?
32. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But now they want to bring in somebody else now.
In old school NFL football, the right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Steps away to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Alert! Alert!
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
No, I just need DK. I need DK back, man. This man hurt. I think I don't know how long he's going to be there.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keeps it.
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Seahawks look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it into the end zone.
The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Giants on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. Oh, he had him.
Saquon Barkley back in as he being injured. What is going on?
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I thought he was going to throw it in front, man.
There, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So
I thought he had it. Shit, I
across
came back.
midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Campbell making the catch.
Man, Jamal Adams sucks. He wasn't doing nothing this whole time. Like nothing.
Picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Did they nerf him in the game?
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. Throw right side.
You're out of bounds, buddy. Come on now.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
It's all good, man. We good, man. We good, man.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley.
Oh.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do. And
Intercepted, bro.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
Oh, I was coming back for that too, boy. I was coming back for it.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
How do big mans be getting an extra boost like that?
That's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It don't really make sense to
come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Walker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Oh,
so possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
What you clapping for, my boy?
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Jones.
Come on.
To Barkley complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
What's under the review?
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say,
why are we even looking at that?
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. They'll run with Barkley.
Looks like he was in the
first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown error on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker. Yeah. Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity.
Let's go, boy. Let's go. Had a good game today. Look at that completion percentage, bro. Man, stop playing.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through.
I was not playing today, bro.
So for the season.
Let's go, bro. Finally. I was not gonna go 1-3, bro. And we got a bye week, bro. Let's go. What are you talking about, bro? Let's go. 205 yards. I was eating with him today, bro. Oh, I put the game. That's gonna be a good game.